Hello! Welcome to stream, everybody. As you can tell by the label on the box, we are still in Slime Rancher. We're accomplishing slime capitalism today. And the only thing I really have left to do is that. We're gonna figure out how to maximize our profits and go from there. Oh boy. But we're not gonna do that. And you might notice a couple things look a little bit different on stream now. I spent about 3 hours switching everything over to Stream Elements. Things may be broken. If things are broken, please let me know. I did as best as I could to recreate what I had in the other thing. It took a while. Like I said, it took about 3 hours. Speaking of time-related things, though, if there's any of you that live in... fuck, where is it? I think it's mainly in the US and the... well, not in the US, in the Americas, and I think Europe and Australia are getting it a little bit too. And there's an eclipse going on right now. The moon is red-ish. It's not a full eclipse, but it's pretty close. Took some pictures, which is why the stream is a little late today. Back to the other thing. As far as I know, everything should work. I tried to make sure I set up all the alerts like they were. I think I switched a couple sounds around. Did a few things to make them better since I was redoing them anyway. Hopefully they are good. They seemed to be fine when I was testing them, but that does not mean anything. I don't know how this works. Pretty much just throwing stuff at the wall, seeing what sticks. This is kind of like a little test thing to make sure all the things show up on stream correctly and that they can be readable and so on and so forth. Trying to put a shadow on text and stream elements is it's a thing. It's a thing that is difficult to do, kind of, but I sort of figured out a way to do it. I think. I'll check after stream. Things might look different again tomorrow. I don't know. I'm trying my best. Alright, so last time I forgot to put the eyebrows on the bees. I realized this after stream. Let's go collect some deep brine and hopefully go ahead and accomplish that. Let me set up 2 of these boys. Here's the other one. With any luck, that'll be enough. Gotta get these bees some good eyebrows. I think I talked about this, I'm pretty sure I talked about this yesterday. The talk rate thing has not been resolved yet. I did try to fix it, but it seems to be an issue on the Streamkits side of things and not on mine. Because I went through and I fucked with settings and all sorts of stuff, and I could not get the name tag to go away. I can change its color though. I can make the text red. However, that is not helpful. That's where we're at on that one. We're gonna be stuck using the Pixel Talk sprite for the time being until it gets fixed, I guess, or they let me fix it in some way. I am too off. Okay. Well, I guess we'll be doing that at some point in stream today, as long as I actually remember. Hopefully I will. I think I meant to do it last time. I am mildly upset at myself for forgetting. Alright, so... I gotta just mess around in-game for a little bit so that we can see what the bees do in the extensions. And from there we can determine how well this is going to work. In the meantime, I'm pretty sure all the corrals are empty as well. They're not. Okay. Well, in the meantime, I'll empty the corrals and go from there. I just get to carry around these 12 quantum slimes for a little bit. They're on a field trip, is what it is. It's a work study. I gotta make sure I don't accidentally try to launch them at the port market thingy, because otherwise we might have an issue. Last thing I need is quantum slimes launched everywhere in the main part of my ranch, because they are a pain in the ass to pick back up when they start doing the thing. At least with the smaller ones, it's easier to tell when they're real and when they're not, but when they're largos, it gets a lot more difficult in some cases. Now we're back to the point before I started setting up all the extra corrals and stuff. That's fun. We'll be a little bit ahead of that once I clear all of the corrals out. An amount of progress shall be made. And I'm not going to put down another friend in you this time. I'm actually going to sell them and not accidentally put them away where I can't take them back out. Grab some mosaics, not refine them. Just the fact that it took me an entire slot's worth of mosaic parts to realize what I was doing. Do not throw the quantums. I have to give myself verbal reminders. It wouldn't be so bad if they were like in the first or the last slot. It's just the fact that they're in the second slot that makes it more likely that I'm going to accidentally eat them. It's fun. I didn't know we had plants up here now. That's not too shabby. We still got like 3 more areas to look at. Where would the other be? I did not. Okay. There's him over here. Check on our tangly boys. Make sure they don't need any chickens. Make sure no tars have decided to exist. Fire boy is still good. Has not extinguished itself yet, thankfully, despite its best efforts. You're pretty slow on chickens. How are you doing? I'll probably use a couple more. I say that literally every time I walk through here. It's just like there's only singular slimes in these things. They probably don't need as many chickens as I end up giving them. But it's fun having them actually just keep chickens. There you go. Oh, you're a combo now, so I'm not gonna be able to pick all of them up anymore. I didn't think about that. That's okay. It's not that big of a deal. Yep, you guys got a fair amount. Go ahead and buy the bees while I'm thinking about it. trying to pull them out of the corral, but it thinks that I am. Every time that happens, I have a small amount of fear that for some reason it's going to like glitch it through the wall of the corral. It hasn't happened yet. It doesn't mean it won't, or it can't. Look at the last one, and then we'll go check on the phase lemons situation. Hello friends, here's your water delivery. The bees should be shorted. Yes, the bees are shorted. Sorted. Once I get done with this, hopefully the machines will be dancing. We can get the eyebrows. We can go check on the phase lemons, and we can finish off from there. Only well, we are less than 30,000 new bucks away from the next rank. We are doing pretty good. Yeah, the dancing. Thank you. It'll be eyebrow time. Finally. I'm just gonna go ahead and run it all the way back because I need to go to the machine anywho. It's time for the eyebrows. Yay! Give me the eyebrows. You can make the mustache one too. Yeah. Alright, so I think I just put these down. I can use them. I take them back up. I think so. Okay. Eyebrows. Oh, okay, I just destroyed that. Hello bees, I bring gifts. Oh! Yes, this is good. This has worked exactly as I was hoping. Where's the other one? There it is. Hello. Yeah! Look at him go. This boy is the prime example of the, like, the little smiley face that has the, what is it called? But it's not an ankle bracket, is it? Just the little, like, emoticon thing with the eyebrows and the very happy. These boys exemplify that emotion very well. Look at him go. Yeah. I can upgrade these now. We can get the silo thing going even faster than it already is. Because I definitely need prickly pears this quickly. Oh, the angry eyebrows are everything I could have ever wanted and more. Let's put a mustache on one. Mustache. Perfect. Dapper bees. This is great. This was worth it. I'm gonna give the ones down here monocles. There you go. A fancy bee. And one for you. Perfect. Oh, I love them. Just immense amounts of serotonin. We'll get a set for the one-off views and the not the wilds, the overgrowth and the cave in a little bit. Yeah. There you go. Gonna be busy now that there's more trees in there. Let's go check out how the engine's doing. Hello, friends. I've not been doing anything. Did I not set them up last time? Did I mess it up? I probably didn't confirm it or activate it. Maybe they were doing something because they were using the water, so I don't know what they were doing. Yeah, bee buddies, there's fruits. Okay. I guess guess I can also pick them up. Go ahead and feed them, that way they're happy. Oh, now you move. Put away. Alright, that should be okay for them for now. Okay, now you're picking them up. Neat. Alright. Let that hang out. And we'll go look for pods in Mochi's minigame while we're waiting for things to do things. As I have discovered, there are in fact pods here. I didn't notice. Also, apparently they are very jetpack heavy to get to, which is ideal for me, who likes to do that anyway. I don't think all of them are, but at least a portion of them. Thank you. Also, I'm not sure how many pods there actually are, because while I did look at it, I also didn't look at it that hard. I'm just gonna walk around a little bit, see what happens. There's one. I see. That one's definitely gonna take some getting to. Go over to that side, it should be easier at least. If I can get on a tree. And that tree's not solid. Never mind. I can wedge myself here though. I cannot wedge myself there. Never mind. I think I can sit on that ledge. Never mind. I died. I can sit on top of that. You solid? This is solid. I cannot get quite high enough up though. That's definitely not solid. Okay. Immediately puzzling, this is always good. I do some shenanigans. Might be able to get up. Okay. I'd probably be able to make it over there. Then we can glide over to the other place. There's a thingy up here? I definitely would not be able to get up here normally. What are you talking about? Hello, bud. Cool. I think that's like the thing that's in her extension. It's like in the same thing. Neat. Alright, one pod has been obtained. Oh, here's another one. Oh, we've also got 2 tracks to look at. That's fun. Oh, there's another one. Yeah, those are really cool actually. I might make a couple. Those in the glass sculptures. Very nice. Anything up here? Oh, doesn't look like it. Awesome. There's probably some down low as well. I don't imagine all of them are up here. But then again, I have been proven wrong before, so... we'll see. Watch the grass load in. I like the floating rock something. That's very cool. You gonna let me up? No? Maybe I didn't take off on the right spot. Or I've hit the ceiling. Nope, I have not. It just didn't want to let me up. Understandable. Well. Are we going completely around already? Is that a different thing? Oh, we've gone completely around. Okay. I found 2 pods. Did not see any more. But again, there might be some that are down further. Ah, you put a wall here. Good job. You prevented me from doing what I was about to do. Alright, let's hop down and we'll poke around in a couple plots? Words. Because obviously, like, this is a raceway, they could hide things in very obvious places and people wouldn't necessarily notice off of that. There's all sorts of little ledges and stuff in and around. Oh shit, okay. The smallest chunk of the slime ocean almost had an additional creature in it. It was very close. some of the bubble things. Alright, nothing hiding there. Like, in all honesty, they probably could have put a pod like underneath this ledge, and a lot of people wouldn't have noticed. I wouldn't have noticed. I can say that much. Okay. Check out the bees, and then we'll check out the next area. Hello friends, how are you doing? I know it's been like 2 minutes since I checked on you, but I want to make sure you're not going to have an issue. Alright, you guys got food? You guys got food? You guys got food, awesome. This is working wonderfully. There's plenty of lemons. Oh yeah. Let's go check the other area, and then we'll clear out their corrals, and we'll grab the ports to get their largos going. I don't remember what I decided on last time, so I get to re-decide on what I'm mixing them with again. Alright, so we got a lot more, like, up places here. This is also a longer track, I'm pretty sure. Let's pop up here. Do I immediately see anything? No, I don't think so. Got all sorts of little tiny items to check. Area here. I'm not missing any of them that might be blatantly obvious. Okay, I think we're good. Do a little hop skip up here. And it's poking around time. I could launch myself into the ocean right here. And there's a pod. With a rock carved out specifically for it. Make some more grass. Probably gonna be more pods in this area than there were in the shorter track. Speaking of pods. I've opened 2 so far. There is at least a purple one, more than likely. In somewhere. We've opened a green and a blue one so far, and most areas have all 3 of them. So there's probably another pod that I'm missing out of the starter track. I wasn't gonna look down here yet, but I'm down here. That back up. We'll go around the other way this time. Oh, let me out. Thank you. And around up here. I almost got up here with, when I was actually doing the minigame because I think I jumped onto one of the support pieces and I didn't realize they were solid. Okay, so where did you hide another purple one? Not behind it, apparently, is the answer. Oh, there's a little ledge right here. It's a sneaky. Found it. Yeah. Yeah, it doesn't tell me how many I'm missing. I'm gonna have to go off of what I have already. Oh, alright. So we found one of each color. Let's hop out and then clean out the corrals, mix the boys, and then I'll pop open a little guide thingy for this area, or these areas in general. I can see if A, I've gotten them all, or B, where the ones I'm missing are. I'm sure there's some tricky ones in there. Busy bees. There's some very busy bees. Oh my god, they're almost full already. Oh, these will be the happiest quantums in existence. At least in my game. Friends. Nice. Okay. Why am I getting stuck in a corner there? Since that was such a smashing success, we can also set up the other areas. We'll go one by one and get them all good to go. Despite the fact that I have 8 dervishes already, I think I'm gonna mix a set of them with dervishes. Because a quantum dervish definitely sounds like a good idea. And I could just do like dervish, mosaic, and angles, I guess. That is a choice I could make. Alternatively, I can also mix it with a crystal. To do crystal. I'm thinking crystal, dervish, and mosaic. Based on what I'm seeing on the board right now. Those tangles can get a little bit rowdy, and I don't really want to deal with more rowdiness already. Pistol. Granted, mosaic can also get rowdy, but it's a more contained kind of rowdy, I guess. I'm gonna water all of the bees, because I was in the expansion more than I thought I was, I guess. Or they just drained really quickly because I was in a different area. Also possible. Don't know if time technically passes the same in the different extensions, so I probably shouldn't assume that they're on the same time situation. Sorry if it's a little bit laggy right now. It is having a time for some reason. More so than usual. Alright, everybody's good. Nice. Alright, let's fix these boys. We'll really get the slime capitalism going. I wonder if the extensions are, like this one in particular, is starting to make it lag worse than it has been. Why are you hungry? I don't know which one was the upset one now. Oh. I think I got food. Okay. There you go. Ah yes, spinny boys. There's gonna be so many copies just running around in this area. Oh dear. I've made choices. Hopefully the copies can't produce, little starfall things. I'm confused why there's like one hungry one in every one of these. Here, take that before you cause problems. Wait, what are you doing? Interesting. Okay. I think they were partaking in the music box, but I've never seen them make that face. That's just because I can't see their eyes. Because they blend in because of the shininess. Never mind. They're fine, I just can't see. Yeah, you guys are good, nobody's gonna jump out? Awesome. You guys all good now? No angry ones? Alright. Prices of right. That's more water, because you go through the Fucking quickly. My only guess of why it's decided to start lagging now is just because of the names. Oh, that's not quite what I wanted to do. Oops. That one? There we go. I'm bad at remembering these things, so we're gonna see if that helps with the frame rate situation. It seems to have helped a lot. Wow, okay. I mean, it looks a little bit worse, but, I mean, it works. It's just vaguely fuzzy, is what it looks like. Interesting. I've never tried doing that before. Oh, it's running nice and smooth. For the most part. It's still overloading the encoding. Interesting. Okay. I'll try this for a little bit. Is there one that's higher than this but lower than the first? That is the question. 1920 by 1080, and then I switched it to no, I think that's the next one up. Unless there's a 16 one that I'm not thinking of. That one? No. I don't know. Either way, it's working now, so not complain too terribly much. Alright, so we got the fun boys mixed up, so we can look up the guide for the pods. We'll see where we're at on that. Because I don't think there's any in the extension itself, because I goated around pretty well as far as that goes. Let me see if I can find that wiki page again. Rainbow Valley. I think I'm only missing one actually. Because we got the tall magnetic core array, we got the normal grass, we got the tree. We got the two purple ones. We're missing a blue one on the advanced track. Yeah, okay, there's two blue ones on the advanced track. I'm missing one that was close to the starting area, I think. Okay. Better than I thought. Oh, look at it. I think it's somewhere. It's next to one of the floating statue things. Do that one. Unless that's one of the ones that I opened. I don't think it is, but I'll be wrong. Get the base of one of these. Don't have it. One of these areas have maps. It'd make this so much easier. Oh, there it is. Yeah, that next one's probably missing now. And go far enough up. There it is. Alright. That is this expansion done. You guys are still happy and good. Alright, that's working beautifully. Let's go to Ogden's now. And we can check out what the situation is with Ogden's expansion. As far as like plot amounts in that area. Because I remember which direction I'm supposed to be walking. I walked too far. I looked right at it and just, oop. Hello, Ogden. Alright, so we've got 4 here immediately. There's 5. Oh, I got 6. Okay. Very nice, very nice. Alright. So, as per usual, I'm gonna need to make 2 bees to get this running how it's supposed to. Okay. I don't want to run any of the chicken ones as like these portions because of the fact that the chickens don't produce as fast. That might actually not be true anymore. Let me actually build a coop real quick and we'll look at the things in it because I did get upgrades for the boys. Where is it? There it is. Where is it as I am looking directly at it? So we had these 2 already, but we got the deluxe upgrade. Okay. Maybe we can try it. I don't know which one I would run necessarily. I could raise hunters, but the issue is that they need roosters, and roosters are not as consistent as the other ones. Could be rads. Just have a whole lot of rads in there. Because they eat okas. And I have some somewhere. Yes, I do have some because I'm actually growing them. Never mind. Don't need to look in the silo. I have them. There they are. Yeah, we can work with that. go through one of the bees real quick, and we'll set up the beginning part of that. Go ahead and make bees and stuff if I can. Bees, yes. So we're going to be running with 6 plots instead of 5 like the other areas, so I think I can make the silo in one of them and have the bees grab the plorts. So we got plenty of manifold cubes and such, and nothing else is different between a drone and an advanced drone. So we can go ahead and just make the advanced bees. So that both of them can grab the food, put it away, and then grab the plorts and put those away. So the silo's only going to be for plorts. That should work. No, it's a separate area, so if I try and it doesn't work, then perfectly fine. I just get to launch a bunch of tars into the ocean. You're good. You're good. I'm going to have to make sure I get everybody's slime toys when I get done. But all of these boys have them. The new ones won't. Well, that's just will not stand. And there you go. Those are fruits. I'm out of the tree. One of those, like, I used to just be able to go off of, I hear chickens, there's chickens nearby, except for the fact that there's a lot of chickens nearby all of the time. Now, because of how I have this set up. That doesn't work as well anymore. Okay. Oh, here's one. I would say, I think I grabbed all of them. You know, in the area where they spawn constantly. It's an endless battle against chickens. Speaking of endless battle against chickens, here's another one. Good. I almost grabbed the chickens again. I was like, I should not do that. I have enough. Put the pots up here, get rid of this. All that going. I don't know how these bits work with the, Yep, that's how they work. Never mind. How does these work? If I wait for 2 seconds. Well, show me. Nice. Alright. We'll have plenty of Oka-Okas going. We'll just leave that do its thing. Go ahead and split the silo. I don't imagine I'll need all of the slots, but they're there if I need them. Just in case. And we've got the solar shield. It'll be a miracle if I get through all of these and don't do that. Alright. It's all squared away. We can go grab some bad boys now. The plants and stuff are growing. Go check on the extension bees. Or I would go out. Because granted, they are contained within this area, so it's not as bad, but it's still, you know, just gotta make sure that they don't go nearby her. Before I go on that adventure, I should take a teleporter. They are here for a reason. This one. I need green boys. Here's a green boy. Yoink. Yoink. No, I don't want the carrot. All of the things? Okay. I can't grab the diamond yet. Hello. And okay. Now we search for green borders. There's one. There's two. Alright. Nope. Sometimes those launch green ones. No, there's some over here though. I can get out of the corner. I'm gonna get 12 of them. Ah, here they are. Perfect. Yep. This is a sneaky little spot. And the teleporter. Away from the tars that suddenly decided to exist. becomes the question of what do we mix them with? So I made crystal, dervish, and mosaic. So I think I'm gonna do sabers, hunters, and honey. I think. I'll friendly rescue some of these. Okay, saber, honey. I just need the hunters. I think I can mix gold slimes with things. These will probably be easier to get them from. Oh, hunter boys. Make more of you. I'll just be figuring out what to put in Victor's extension. I'll just walk past it again. Alright, tea time. We'll put the bees closer this way, that way it'll be a little bit more efficient to refill the water on them. Alright, so you're gonna grab not just any veggies, you're gonna grab oka specifically. Since there's like things that grow here anyway, normally, you do have to specify gardens and put them into feeders, not into the silos. Then you can grab plants and put those into the silos. No, you gotta take them from the collectors and then you grab one silo. Put them in the silos. Words. Okay. Oh, I can just have them drop them in a market link? I didn't know I could do that. Hold on, wait a minute. I can just leave this here and I can just go ham? Okay. I don't think they're super expensive to make, so I can always make myself another one. I didn't know I could do that. And I know how to do this. Come on, brain. No feeders. Okay. And then we're still gonna put the plorts into the silo, so we'll have one bee putting them into the silo, and then the other bee putting them into the market link. Into the silo. Okay. So you also grab. Nope, not those. These into drum gardens, into silos. No. Into auto feeders. And then you grab plorts from the silo into the market link. Yes. Seems right. Or the hunters are going to be immediately angry. I can't get through that. Ah! I think this through all the way. Not really. And kind of, but not long enough, clearly. At least those boys don't escape as easily. quantums, and tangles, and problem causers, all of them. And you're angry. I know you're angry. It's okay. Oh god, please don't do that. In there. You're angry now. Take it. Take the thing. Oh good? Oh good. Fantastic. Oh boy. I don't think the sabers will be angry, but I also do not know. Because they're not spreading them around yet. Okay, our neighbor's angry immediately. No, okay. That's good. That boy is bouncing. Like it's its job. Hello. Okay. Hopefully the chaos can be maintained by the bees. Oh, it even shows you which ones are the bees doing. That's nice. Yeah, we'll leave them be. A little bit. Check on them. Later. I think we have corrals to empty. Now that I know that's how that works, I might make some advanced drones for specifically the extension areas. I definitely need to at least remake my market link. Otherwise, it's going to make clearing these out a whole lot more time consuming. Which is not necessarily a bad thing, but still. Cut these off, remake my market link before I go through and do all of these in the most inconvenient way possible. And just like that, I pretty much have my money back again. This plan is currently working flawlessly. I'm sure something will throw a monkey wrench in it at some point. Okay. I can just flat out make more. I didn't know I could do that. Because I didn't have a lot of royal jelly to begin with, so that's probably why I didn't notice. Not that. Ow. Owie. It bit my tongue. I'm out of pink plorts. Finally. Okay, I think I just need one more. So then that's... We have one set up in Mochi's extension, and then we'll have one for Ogden and one for Victor's, and then one that I carry around with me. That should be fine. I do need to get more materials for the advanced keys, though. That shouldn't be too terribly much of an issue. Let's go back to Ogden's, set up the advanced B, and go from there. Yeah. Nobody's angry yet, this is good. It is incredibly radioactive here now, though. Oh wait, no, Ogden's is the one that I set up. Never mind. I need to set up Mochi's. I got them backwards. Looks like it gives you whatever the bees sell when you pop back into the extensions. Which is fair. Otherwise I think it would probably take too much, CPU or whatever to have them all going actively at the same time. Alright. So I'm gonna grab one of you boys. Like, the advanced one. And then I need you to be put back down. I can put around. Okay. You need to pick up food from gardens and put them in auto feeders, and then I need you to pick up parts from the collectors and put it in a market. Okay, to be correct, let me set down the market link. Lovely. So it is time for slime toys. So the quantums specifically like puzzle cubes? Yeah. I've immediately forgotten what I have mixed with quantums. Where are you? Your crystals, okay. Should be crystals, dervishes, and mosaics, is what it is. My friends, a gift. And yeah, dervish. It's gyrotops. Oh, this was fun. I don't think I've gotten this one yet. Here you go, friends. which I feel like should be more shiny, but that might be a graphical thing. I should appease them. No. I would say I'm not sure where the bee went. I found the bee. Never mind. He's just happy to be here. He's picking up all the quantum torts, so I'm interested to see how many. It's not going to be a lot because I cleared them out. Never mind. Take that back. Take it back now, y'all. Alright, so we need to collect stuff that I need to make another V. So I just need an advanced one for Victor's expansion. Since we took one from the normal B from Mochi's, we don't have to make another base B. This will probably work. Yeah, okay. And we only have 4 plots in this one. As long as I counted correctly last time. Yeah. I should not put the bee there. Entrance is over here. Put the bees here. There we go. The bee. Oh, yellow. Blue. That's fancy. Okay. The advanced bee. Nice. I think it's just chill here while I try to figure out what I'm doing with this place. This place naturally has like a kind of this, but I don't know if it actually produces fruit. And if it does, I don't know if the bees actually come back here. Plus, we've already got quantums tucked away elsewhere, so I don't really need another set of quantums necessarily. I could just make like random crystals. This also counts as a dark area, so I could also just raise phosphors in here as well. Nice phosphorus idea. Because I don't have any other phosphors. Granted, they're not like a high-ticket kind of plort, but I think I've got most of the other ones covered at this point. We can make a boom phosphor and maybe a crystal one? This is 2 food plots, 2 corrals kind of thing. In all honesty, I might not need 2 food plots. Cause like these three run off of 2, and I have more than I could ever hope for. Especially since I've gotten the what is it called? The upgrades for the garden plots. 1 might be enough. I can always try it. If it goes wrong, it goes wrong, you know? Then we can have Boom Crystal and some other one. The last one out. Oopsies. Okay, so before I do that, I'll go ahead and clear out all these girls up here. Then we can look at doing that. Because in this one particular case, it's going to be easier to get the secondary slimes instead of the phosphors. Granted, it is nighttime right now, but I gotta do this. Let me actually just... Yeet. I missed. Never mind. I'm gonna say it. I have an entire ocean and I missed. But I didn't, so we're good. I felt like I could give a bee a task to fill other bees with water. Then we could completely automate it. It's not an option though. I love the little cats holding their cute berries. I should not start trying to pull those out because I got a full inventory and I almost did it anyway. Yeah, good. Yay, we're almost on 100k! Woo! Yeah! That's nice. These boys are just happy as clams. As I remember, keep replacing the chickens. We're good to go. That one just growled at me. And that's food. We're not a tar. Alright, here we go. Let's pick up the stuff in the cabbie. And then I actually have 4 slots I can use. I'm not carrying around quantum slimes. There we go. We've got 100,000. I'll leave that there. I'm gonna need it in 2 seconds. The dervishes have hit their cap based on the fact that there's parts in here that are not blue. Or the bees might have just wanted to pick things up, which is also possible. Okay, so apparently the bees just wanted to pick things up. Or the dervishes might have launched them outside of the corral. Which, considering what the ones in the cave like to do, is not outside of the realm of possibility. Muchie. Or not, that's cool too. Nice. Alright. Get out of the way. We're getting there. Progress is finally happening. I need my marker link. I'll pick it up. I might have picked it up. Never mind. I don't need it, it's in my pocket. So I cleared out the hunters, so I think it's just cave boys now. Yeah. Oh, their thing was overfull, which means the rest of them probably are too. heard you wanted more boom plorts than you could ever ask for. You need water. Market link? Oh, refinery link. That would make me sad. And we've got a rank. Woo! Okay. Full set? I think that's the last corral that I needed to empty out. Apparently my captions are done with my shit because they got stuck on no with a period for a little bit there. We can go poke at the extensions, refill the bees, get a fun and funky 5,000 Robux just for walking in here. Oh yeah. And just like that, we're done. Suddenly the market links have become even more useful than they already were, and they were very useful to begin with. That is saying something. I almost walked past the thing. Another 3,000, there we go. How you guys doing? Got food? You guys aren't angry, which is good. And the fit situation was a little dicey to begin with, but we seem to be okay now. Once I've maxed out the food containers for these three, I might think about taking the silo out and then putting another set of slimes there because it looks like it's still outpacing it. But that garden upgrade's really doing its work. As it should, considering what I had to do to get it, but also... Alright, let's go get the rank. We can look at poking around for pods and Ogden's minigame. I haven't been in this house in so long. Yeah. No. It's 150, not 120. Damn it. I'm off by literally 1,000. I guess technically it's 992, but it's close enough. Alright, now I can get a rank. Granted that this is enough to do it. And it is. I want to see slime trophy number 3. I'm guessing it just has another slime stack on top of it, but that's okay. That frozen violet chroma looks cool as hell. I like that. Yep. Just a third boy. More happy ones. Okay. 5 dog guns to go. I'm gonna get slime toys for everybody, and then we'll hop into the wilds. Where is the slime toy machine? Here. Oh, there it is. Come on. And so we got Hunter's Honeys and whatever those are. What are those? Sabers. Hunter Honey and Saber. No honey. Hunter. Oh, they all get plushies. This is good. I don't have enough money. Oh no. This is a travesty. No offense. I ain't. They are happily irradiating me. I was in there for a second. No friends. Please, I need $300 more, thank you. And Sticker Buddy. That's Sticker Buddy. Sticker Buddy, my beloved. And here you go. Now they all have friends. As they should. Alright, so before I walk into the wilds, I'm going to open the thing. Because things are about to get real hectic. Loading. Oh, I didn't want Augment Retreat. I already got that one. Found it. I just have to remember what I've gotten from the wilds already. That's gonna be the real kicker here. Okay, I've gotten that green one. I believe I have the wild grass patch. I don't think I have glow rocks though. I have the cotton flower patch. I have the coral columns. I have that. I think I have all the purple ones. I believe I'm only missing a blue and a green one. No, I think I'm only missing a blue one. That has the cloud tree, and I don't believe I've gotten the cloud tree. Yeah, we can look, at least. Hopefully avoid getting our noggins jumped on by these boys. I've immediately forgotten where it is. It's next to a tree. Next to a tree and it's next to the waterfall. Where's the waterfall? Waterfall's over here. I think it's up there. Now, how did I get up there? Is the question. I could probably get on top of that tree. Never mind. Question has been answered. I just gotta look a little bit. Why this rock's here? I think it's next to that. The something. There probably needs a way to get up here than what I just did. There it is. Yep, there's the cloud tree. Yay! Come on, another. No. I wanted to try at least. Let me double check on the glow rocks one. I'm pretty sure I have that. I don't need tofu. I'm gonna keep picking these up anyway though. Up there. I guess the ceiling's gonna stop me, but I can make an attempt. I think I may have tried before, but always try again. Oh boy, howdy! I sure am up here. I don't know if I'm supposed to be, but I am. I think the glow rocks was over here. I remember opening that one. Now let's just keep going up. You've gotta stop me somewhere. It's gotta stop me somewhere. I think. Otherwise I will get myself stuck. I can still jump here. Well, this is fun. I'm very much not supposed to be up here, I don't think. I'm gonna get down now. Whee! Come on with the ground. Ow. Been munched and crunched. Okay, I think that was the only one I was missing. Here you go. I don't want more tofu, but I'm gonna get some more tofu. I have blocks. Okay, it's gonna have blocks. That sailed completely through. No, it didn't. I got friends. stacking like that makes me nervous. I know the internet's good, but it does break sometimes. Hey, watering, fine. Not technically, but I might as well do it while I'm out. And go. And go. Directly in my face. I'm good. Everybody's watered. We're having fun with the flickers. As per usual. I gotta wait to cook a little bit of money up before I can work on getting Victor's extension all good and ready to go. And since I've already got a rank today, we're gonna go ahead and call it end of stream. It's a little bit short. I did start late, so you know, whatever. Since at this point I am mainly just running around for plorts. I'm not really doing much else other than that. I'm going to play it a little bit off stream. That way I can do some of the ranks. We can get up to the last one a little bit quicker. Because at this point, if I were to stream it, it's just me running back and forth for the most part. I will probably still stream it again tomorrow, but I'm gonna be hopefully a rank or two ahead. If not, you know, just before the last one. I don't know. I'll do that. Don't have any of the fun things to do anymore. Just about done. That's exciting. Finishing Slime Rancher means a different game. Alright, let me see if somebody is available for rating real quick. I'm gonna close all of my tabs that I just have open and not play the YouTube video that I was keeping for watching after stream. Nobody's really live right now. Okay. Well, never mind then. As always, you can pop into the chat if you wish to lay your eyes upon something, even though we're not doing a raid today. Yeah. Also, if you want to help out one of my friends, you can go on Twitter to Ramrecorda. That is RAMRKORDA. She's got a sponsorship with Raid Shadow Legends right now, and she's working on getting the amount of people to actually fulfill the sponsorship. I believe the last time I checked, I also did it, and then the last time I checked, they already had 2 out of 5, so mine was 3 out of 5. So you know, if anybody here wants to try it out, help out one of my friends. Only need 2 more people. Maybe even less than that, honestly. So, you know, if you got like 10-15 minutes, it's not a very long tutorial. You just play through the tutorial and that's it. That's all you gotta do. Um, yeah, a little bit. Maybe think about it. Other than that, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, good night. Take whatever applies to you. And I will see you guys for some more of something. It might be Hades tomorrow, actually. I don't know yet. This is gonna be a short stream. Is that right? No, that's not right. Tomorrow's not short stream. Never mind. Either way, I'll be back for something tomorrow, so. Bye, everybody.